Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I am doing a general tarot reading for the month of June, and this is going to be for all my beautiful Librans, okay? So a couple of things with regards to the activity, the celestial activities, let's call it that. We have a solar eclipse on June 10th, and then we have Mercury Retrograde going from May 30th to June 23rd. Let me check the volume of this. Yeah. And Mercury is going to retrograde from Gemini to Taurus. So it's going to go backwards to Taurus. Saturn retrograde May 23rd to October 11th. Saturn is in Capricorn. It's just going to take a couple more steps backwards into Capricorn. Jupiter retrograde from June 20th to October 18th. Jupiter is in Aquarius. And he is going to go backwards to Capricorn for a little bit. So what I say is, please look at your personal horoscopes or astrology charts to figure out where all these planets fall and where and how these retrograde planets are positioned on your charts, and therefore what is the effect of those retrogrades for you. Having said that, with regards to the solar eclipse, every one of us is going to be affected by the solar eclipse. More so Sagittarians and Geminis for sure. It depends on so let me take a step back. So eclipses basically mean that something is going to be eclipsed out of your life or removed from your life, right? It's like cleaning house. So if that is, and it is pretty much always something that does not benefit you or behoove you. So once it is removed from your life, then you have more space for the universe to bless you with something else, something nicer. So look at eclipses as cleaning house, cleaning your celestial house. All right. So with Mercury is associated with skin allergies, colds, flus, communications, computers, electronics, and that sort of thing. And Mercurial people, Geminis are ruled by Mercury, and Mercurial people are very quick to make decisions. And Mercury, right? Mercury flows very easily, right? If you look at that Mercury and you put a drop of it, it doesn't stay still, it just keeps moving around. So think of it that way. I would recommend that when Mercury is retrograde, please don't make any financial decisions or sign any contracts. However, if you've already started a project way back when and it is coming to a completion at this point in time, you don't have an option but to sign, then yeah, sure, but don't initiate anything new. Okay, and as far as Jupiter is concerned, whichever house Jupiter is in or touches in your birth chart or solar chart or astrology chart, that particular house is going to be highlighted. So if it is in a good position, if it is in a favorable position, whatever that favorable position is, the effects of those favors are going to be highlighted, expanded. So you'll get more and most of it, okay? If it is not in a favorable position, then obviously whatever that house is and it is affecting, the negativity is also going to be increased. So you'll feel it even more. Now, as far as Saturn is concerned, as we all know, Saturn is a taskmaster, right? And Saturn is, as Jupiter is all about expansion, Saturn is all about contraction, limiting, right? Setting boundaries. And Saturn does that because he wants us to make sure that we are learning the appropriate life lessons, paying attention in class, learning those lessons, first and foremost, attending class, learning those life lessons, doing your homework, studying for the exam and passing the exam. And once you do that, then of course Saturn is like, okay, now you are capable of this beautiful gift or this new path and success. Go ahead, green light, right? So if you do all those things and learn your lessons and pay attention and whatever, then Saturn definitely will leave gifts for you. I feel Saturn is a little bit of a taskmaster. He is definitely a little bit harsh. It could be a little bit difficult. I know, I'm a Sagittarian. I've gone through that in the recent past. As long as we learn our lessons, I think we should be fine, right? And also as far as eclipses are concerned, keep in mind the universe gives us these warnings. The universe does give us a little bit of a heads up and a little bit of an advance warning saying that, hey, XYZ needs to be eclipsed out of your life. Please clean your house, whatever. And if we don't pay attention to that and take proactive measures and do it ourselves, that's when the universe steps in and says, you know what, you didn't pay attention, you didn't do what I asked you to do, I gave you enough time, now I'm going to eclipse it out of your life. And then people get a little bit shocked because you're like, oh my God, how could this happen? Well, you had enough warning, right? So that's as easily as in simple terms I can explain it, because you can get into a whole bunch of details with these eclipses and how it affects and what it affects and who it affects. Just because it is in your chart doesn't necessarily mean it's going to affect only you. You know, how an eclipse in your chart in a particular house will also affect your spouse, if you were in a married relationship or in a committed relationship, how it could affect your kids, you know, that sort of thing, those family dynamics. It affects everybody, trust me. So that's when we get into your personal charts. On that note, I will say that I am working on putting up my website, wherein I will have this option where, you know, y'all can go and put in your date of birth and your time of birth and your location of birth, and y'all can get your astrology charts pulled up, birth charts and solar charts and so on and so forth. But that is still on the drawing board. Excuse me. That is still on the drawing board, and it's not going to be completed. I want it to be completed yesterday, but I think within the next couple of months, hopefully. So anyhow, we got the Chariot. So Chariot is a Cancerian card. It's ruled by the moon. It's all about movement. What goes around comes around. It also is related to automotive. And keep in mind with this Chariot card, there are two paths, right? You can take the path on this side or on this side. One is not necessarily as beneficial and as good as the other path, but the question is, do you know which path to take, right? And the other thing is, there is a little bit of mystery as far as this Chariot card is also concerned. So just an FYI. Because anything associated with the moon, it's always shrouded in mystery, and it's mysterious and clouds and, you know, all that sort of thing. So keep that into consideration. And we have Uranus, or Uranus, however you say it. Okay, and that is associated with Aquarius. And who am I reading for right now? Wait. I'm reading for... Did I finish Libra already? Yes, I'm doing this for Libra. I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of blanked out for a second there. Yeah, I'm reading for Libra. So Libra is an air sign, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is also an air sign. And Libra, where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aquarius is your 5th house, and 5th house matters are love affairs, speculations, etc. So, okay. Just had to make sure I knew which. See, I always track them off over here like this. Right? So we have 2. Okay. Wait, let me show it to you properly. 2. We have the Sun card, and we have Gemini. So I'm definitely going to say Gemini and 2, and the Sun card is your solar eclipse. Libra. The eclipse is relatively benign to you, but it won't hurt to relax and take it easy. Every solar eclipse tests your friendships. Sometimes the issue is the relationship itself, but sometimes it is due to dramas happening in your friends' lives. They need you to be there. So, all right, let's see how that plays out for you guys, right? There we go. Clearly solar eclipse and clearly Gemini. What did I say? It is definitely going to be affecting Geminis and Sagittarians, right? The solar eclipse. And number 2, so we are doing it for Libra. Libra is, Sagittarius is, Libra is 1, 2 is Scorpio. So yeah, for sure, y'all. So second house is values, talents, possessions, your earning potential. some real good flow of energy here, because when the cards shuffle so easily and so seamlessly, then there's definitely a good flow of energy. All right. King of Pentacles, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the World. What? Followed by the King of Wands, followed by the Ace of Cups. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Look at you guys. I'm just curious to know. Ha! What are the odds? All right. So we have, we have King of Pentacles, right? I'll show you all the cards. Wheel of Fortune, the World, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, Capricorn card, Devil, the Chariot, Eight of Pentacles, Justice, and the Hermit. Because we got that, I am going to pull one more card because I feel like I need one more card. And we got the Empress. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. Ooh-wee, this is pretty cool. All right. So with the King of Pentacles, definitely there is some kind of a business kind of a situation, a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of I know what I'm doing type of an energy around there. And with the Wheel of Fortune, definitely money is elevated. There is definitely a trip, maybe an overseas travels. There's a completion of phases. So remember, what goes up must come down. So something is completing, and so that something new can begin. Okay. Again, with astrology, when we see what's on your north node, south node, we can tell you exactly what is completing and what's beginning. Then we have the World card. Again, travel seems to be quite prominent. We have an overseas trip, money, luck. You literally have the world in the palm of your hands. You have new opportunities. And then we have the King of Wands. So there's a little bit of restlessness over there, a little bit of over ambitiousness over there. So you have to learn to balance things, okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is security. And then somebody is going to be there to give you a helping hand. However, you have the Devil energy, which is a little bit of codependencies, little bit of addictions, little bit of negativity. And I feel that this is more so to do with your ego than anything else, okay? A little bit of arrogance, a little bit of ego, a little bit of over ambitiousness. Try to balance it out. And then you have another Chariot card. What do we know? So that's again movement of residence, journey, victory over a situation or a problem, balancing the opposite polarities. So guys, clearly, travel, relocating, okay, for sure, because you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the World, you have two of the Chariot cards. You're definitely going to be moving. There's definitely a security over here in that move. It's going to be a good move for you, and you definitely have a helping hand. And I feel the helping hand is actually going to come from the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is going to, although there's a little bit of restlessness, a little bit of over ambitiousness, you are going to get a little bit of help from a King of Wands type of person, which would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, fire sign. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Continue to put in your effort and work. You know, for a lot of readings, this card has popped up, the Eight of Pentacles, I have to say. Definitely a lot of it's regarding your work. So this travel, I think, and relocating is definitely regarding your work. There is definitely going to be some legal binding contracts that you're going to have to look at or whatever. Remember, retrograde planet. So if you can help, sign it way ahead of it, or well, we are in retrograde. So just be careful, okay, when you're signing these contracts. And again, there is a little bit of stuff over here that is hidden. You need to find out the truth. So if you're signing a contract, do your due diligence, okay? And again, you may be wanting a little bit of time to go soul searching and do a little bit of an investigative work. So even look within yourself to say, is this really what I want? Is this offer and this helping hand that is giving me this great offer, is that really what I want? And if you're signing a contract, y'all do your due diligence. I'm telling you, do your due diligence. If you need to seek legal advice, do so. And then, of course, we have the Empress, which is delays, will prove necessary. So this is a possibility because of the eclipses. So there could be some delays, and it may be good for you too, okay? And this is, the Empress is ruled by Venus, which is, you know, an earth sign, and it's all about beauty and abundance, and Venus is also associated with finances and money, right? All the materialistic things. So maybe there is a little bit of a delay in you signing the contracts, but it's fine. It's still going to turn out fine for you. Pay attention. If you are in a situation where you have to sign some contracts, I would recommend you read it, read the fine print. Yeah, how many of us read the fine print? But guess what? You need to read the fine print. Librans, I'm just saying, watch what you sign, okay? Let's see. Also with the Mercury, with the Gemini here, and Mercury rules Gemini, I feel like that deception could be because of somebody else's mercurial mentality, characteristics, them changing their minds too often, and you're going, what in the world? But you definitely have some new opportunities, y'all, and literally the world is in the palm of your hand. So be careful, okay, when you're signing contracts. That's the only advice I can give you at the moment. So we have 8 of Cups, and then we have 8 of Swords, and then we have the Empress. So where did we see the Empress? Did she show up somewhere here? Wait, here you have the Empress and the Emperor. Look at that. And then you have the World card, and then you have the Judgment card. What in the world? And then Queen of Rods, and then 5 of Swords, followed by 6 of Swords. I'm going to pull one more, 10 of Swords, and let's do, pull one from here, Knight of Rods. All right, this is beautiful. I actually like it. So I feel like with the 8 of Cups, there is a little bit of that feeling, a little bit of withdrawal, or feeling like you want to abandon this whole idea and project. I say don't do that. You're only having that feeling because you have restricted yourself from acknowledging and seeing what is right there before your eyes. So take some time. Don't be in a rush to make your decisions. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, guys. So take your time. This is a self-imposed kind of a restriction. So take your time. Don't be in a rush. Don't let anybody coerce you into pushing for a decision. And then, of course, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is ruled by Aries, and Aries is, of course, ruled by Mars. So there's that fiery energy here. So kind of, you know, temper it, find a balance. And then you have the World card, right? The World card is about completion, success, and again, what goes around comes around. So you have 2 World cards, you guys. There's so many repetitions here, I don't know what to say. Anyhow, and you have the Judgment. Did I not see the Judgment here? You have Justice and the Judgment card. Judgment is again by Pluto, okay, ruled by Pluto, and it's forgive and forget, okay. It's also an opportunity to start afresh, right? Forgive and forget. You feel like, yes, judgment is, yes, that's fine, but don't overly be critical of somebody else, okay? That's what I say. And then you have the Queen of Rods. Again, somebody who is going to be helping you, I feel strongly. You have the King of Rods and the Queen of Rods. So definitely you are going to have some help from a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. You have 5 of Swords, which is a little bit of, you know, violence, abusive type of relationship. I wouldn't really call it that, a little bit of a strife. But you are doing good. You have definitely defeated those other people, but you are doing good because you still have 3 swords in your hand. So don't give up, okay? Don't give up. And then you have 6 of Swords over here. You are definitely, without a doubt, going to be moving. This is a necessary transition. You are definitely going to be moving. This transition is going to happen, whether you fight it or not. You're going to be moving, and that transition is going to put an end to a particular situation, and you're like, I'm fine with that situation. I'm not too worried about 10 of Swords because it's air energy, and Librans can handle this. Librans, Aquarius, and Gemini can handle the swords energy. So something is definitely going to come to an end, which is fine by me, because you also have the devil card over here, right? So whatever that is restricting you and holding you is going to come to an end. And at the end of it all, you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is having that freedom and having that creativity and having that free-spirited energy, which is beautiful, beautiful. I love this reading, y'all. I absolutely love this reading, but I'm going to take out, I mean, this is like, oh, what is this, a cello, right? Anchor, definitely you're moving, for sure. Huh? It says, Princess, you're definitely going to be in a position where you're going to be able to wear a crown. Okay. I would say, where is that card? Where do you go? Go inwards and meditate a little bit. Definitely. Okay. A little bit of soul searching, meditation, and the starfish. Right? You are definitely going to be moving probably close to water. And you're definitely going to have an opportunity to put yourself in a situation where you are going to be under the spotlight and be at the star of whatever this is that's going on in your life, for sure. So let's look at the synchronicities as far as numbers are concerned. I am also going to draw a couple here. We have C, the letter C, and the letter E. So anybody whose name starts with C or E. Is there somebody here who's actually planning on either relocating to Canada or England? Those two countries are popping up. Or I want to say Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands, Canada or England. So if anybody's thinking of relocating or whatever, or moving there and you know about it, let me know, all right? So now let's look at the... synchronicities, right? Let me see. Do we have a 7 over there? We have a 7. So we have 2 7s, right? Do we have a 7? No. We have a 10 of Swords. And did I see a 10 anywhere else? Nope. So let's let that aside. We have the World card, right? And we have 2 World cards, 2 21s. We have Judgment and Justice. Then, 6, I don't see a 6. Right. Queen of Rods. You have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Both of them have showed up. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, this is a fantastic month for y'all. Librans, look at them. They're all showing up. All these people in your... The Emperor and the Empress, the King and Queen of Wands, the Wheel, the Judgment, the Justice, the World card, 2 of them, 2 of the Chariots. What in the world? Right. Then we have the Knight of Rods. Okay. I'm just going to say, pay attention to these following numbers. 3, 10, 11, 20, 7, 21. Pay attention to these numbers. This is a fantastic reading. Are you kidding me? It's like you have all the big players over here. The Emperor, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, 2 World cards, the Queen and King of Wands. You have the Chariot, 2 of the Chariots. You have the Justice. You have the Judgment. I mean, enough, right? So, beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. I'm going to say, Libra, you're going to have a good month. So, leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I really want to know how this is going to go down for you guys. It would be very interesting to know Also know that time and energy is fluid. So if this doesn't resonate with you now, maybe when you see it, go back and revisit it a couple of months later. You may say, oh yeah, this is exactly what happened, or this is exactly how it happened, or it may not resonate at all, you know. In that case, don't force it. Go look at just moon sign, your Venus sign, your rising sign, and see what comes of that. I am going to pull one more card because I feel like I want to. You got the number 2, which is you're going to have a principal person who is going to help you. I feel it's going to be that fiery energy, either Capricorn, Aries, or Leo. Okay, or it could be, I'm sorry, not a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And yes, we did have the King of Pentacles, so it could be the King of Pentacles also is going to be quite prominent in this month. No, that doesn't want to come out. Persona Principale. So this is a very important female. So there is definitely going to be, see, another 2. So there is definitely going to be a very important female in your life. I have a feeling it's going to be a fire sign who is going to be instrumental for in this month for you. All right, my beautiful Librans, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Leave your comments. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, send me an email or leave a message. I will definitely answer. If you have any questions regarding the reading I just did, you wanted an explanation or a clarification, I'd be more than happy to do it, because my intention is simply to help people, right? Give them a heads up and say, okay, here you go, you know, keep this in your back pocket and go about your life, and just having that knowledge would definitely help you, right? So that's my intention. That's really my goal. So take care, be safe, and see you next month. Bye, you guys.